What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know Candace is being investigated by private investigators that were hired by the Macrons. And now this investigation firm is here in the US. And so far, what they have uncovered, she's talking to right wingers and other white supremacists in other countries. So she's now reaching out to Donald Trump to see if he can intervene. I don't know why he would. He had advised you over a month ago to back off of this whole thing, and Candace wouldn't do it. So it must be something in her background that she doesn't want coming out. Because before she act like she did not care about anything, but now she's doing an about face. So it's got to be something to this, y'all. So let's get into the story. Macron's hire private investigator to uncover Candace Owens' affiliations and claims. French President Emmanuel Macron and First Lady Brigitte Macron have taken the rare step of filing a defamation lawsuit in Delaware, and ahead of it retained U.S.-based investigative firm Nardello and Company to conduct a detailed background probe on conservative commentator Candace Owens. Scope of the investigation. Nardello and Co., led by former federal prosecutor Dan Nardello, compiled evidence on Owens' political realignment, from liberal commentator to Trump supporter, and her recent distancing from Trump. Her engagements with far-right figures across countries, especially in the US, UK, and France, such as nationalist Marion Maréchal, niece of Marine Le Pen, and Reform UK's Nigel Farage. Her prominent amplification by Russian state-backed media, particularly RT, and her social media interactions with nationalist philosopher Alexander Dugin. The origin of the conspiracy theory. That Brigitte Macron was born male, traced back to a 2017 Spanish blogger, amplified in France from 2021 by far-right editor Xavier Poussard, and later picked up and translated into English, then promoted by the Trump media ecosystem. Authors of the probe emphasized that the Macrons filed their lawsuit with full knowledge of Owens's affiliations and reach, aiming to give jurors a clear understanding of why she targeted them. Lawsuit background. The Macrons announced this legal action in response to Owens's 8-part podcast series titled Becoming Brigitte, which centers on the claim, without evidence, that Brigitte was born male under the name Jean-Michel Trogneux. The lawsuit describes these assertions as outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fictions, and accuses Owens of continuing to amplify them despite multiple retraction requests. Why the investigation matters. 1. A serving head of state launching a U.S.-based defamation suit against a podcaster is highly unusual, underlining the severity with which the Macrons regard the attack on their reputation. 2. The investigation helps explain the how cross-border and ideological dynamics of Owens' claims, from fringe French publications to conservative media networks. 3. It highlights the broader issue of how Misinformation and conspiracy narratives can gain traction internationally, raising urgent questions about responsibility and accountability in political discourse. The Macrons hired Nardello and Company to investigate Candace Owens, uncovering her far-right connections, media amplification, and the roots of her conspiracy series. They're using that evidence to support their defamation lawsuit, seeking accountability for what they view as intentional, damaging falsehoods. This case may set a modern precedent in how public figures can legally confront influencers spreading viral misinformation. Owens is turning to Trump. Conservative commentator Candace Owens has publicly asked for support from President Trump after France's Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron filed a defamation lawsuit against her in Delaware. As she faces legal pressure over her Becoming Brigitte podcast, where she speculated that Brigitte Macron is transgender, Owens has framed the case as a First Amendment battle and described it as a foreign invasion of U.S. speech rights. Trump already tried to intervene. Privately, Owens claims Trump had, earlier in the year, requested she drop her transvestigation of Brigitte Macron. In an appearance on the Tucker Carlson show, she said that after the Macrons visited the White House, a Trump intermediary called asking her to stop. Owens said Trump told her, "She looks like a woman to me," and recalled that she reluctantly agreed to ease off at the time. The request for Trump's assistance comes after public criticism. Owens has previously described Trump as a chronic disappointment for his handling of various issues such as the Israel-Iran conflict and campus free speech. Her call for help has drawn sharp reactions from both supporters and critics, many of whom labeled her actions as hypocritical or desperate.
Well, y'all, we shall see what happens. In order for Candace to be trying to reach out for help, I think she's now feeling it. Before she wasn't, but she is now feeling it. The Macrons are looking into everything. And they also found out she got, I think, like 5 properties. And they're looking at, the value of each one of those properties that she got. So that means they're getting ready to clean her clock for real. Candace, good luck. But one thing I will say, when this goes to trial, or if it goes to trial, I'm definitely going to be watching the whole thing. I won't miss a thing. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.